Today at shopdap.com, we're going to talk about oil and oil lights on VW and Audi models. Oil is the lifeblood of your engine. Without checking it or servicing it, your engine's going to last as long as the guy from American Pie.
What happened? What did he do?
He blew it.
If you're watching this video, it's likely because you're new to cars, or your oil light came on and you want to figure out what you're supposed to do. As with most cars, changing the oil on your vehicle is an imperative. Most VW and Audi models have a 10,000 mile interval, and most enthusiasts change their oil around every 5,000. On most current VW and Audi models, you're going to have two different types of oil notifications. One of them is going to be a service or maintenance interval light, and the other one is going to be a oil pressure light or a check oil light. The service light or maintenance reminder light is what most people would refer to as a dummy light. It's going to notify you every 10,000 miles that you're supposed to change your oil. For this to be effective, you are going to have to make sure that you reset the service interval light every time you change your oil. Shops like ours or a VW or Audi dealership is going to reset them every time they do an oil change. Oftentimes, places like Quick Lube are not going to do that, so if you are servicing with a Quick Lube place, you are going to want to make sure that you actually have a service interval reset yourself or have that procedure done by someone who can do a reset procedure on your vehicle. The other light you're going to see is going to be an oil pressure light or a check oil light. This is going to look like the genie from Aladdin's lamp, and it doesn't grant any wishes. This light is going to be a sign that you have either low oil pressure, or no oil pressure. None of these are good things, and it's very likely that this light is going to be accompanied by a flashing light, a beeping noise, and something that tells you to stop engine. Beep! Oh, he says I should stop. Beep, beep. At this time, you should check your oil. Now, if your oil level is a little bit low, you will want to fill that up. If it's not measuring on the stick at all, it means you're very low. If it isn't measuring on the stick, you will want to verify you haven't hit something and your oil pan isn't busted underneath and all the oil is falling out of the bottom of the engine. If you check it and there is oil there and you still have a light flashing, you are going to want to turn off the engine, not run it any further, and have it towed to somebody to have it looked at. A common thing that people tend to do in this circumstance is once they check the oil and realize it's there, they then assume that maybe they have a bad oil pressure switch or oil pressure sensor, and they replace it thinking that that's going to fix their problem. 99% of the time, that's not going to be the case. You probably have something else going on, so replacing that switch is not what I would recommend, but that's something that everyone does out of wishful thinking. What that beeping and flashing means is that the engine either has no or insufficient oil pressure. Now, the thing to think about is insufficient oil pressure is not great. Depending on how low it is will determine how bad it is for the car. No oil pressure or extremely low oil pressure is very bad. It would be the equivalent of running an engine with no oil at all, which is how you can think about it is if you have that light coming on, even if there's oil in the engine, it would be the same as if you just drained all the oil out of the engine and still run the engine. Do not do that, ever. It's not good. It might cost you an engine. Seriously, it might cost you a lot of money. Don't do it. Now let's talk about checking oil. On many high-end cars, the Germans have removed the dipsticks from the engines and you have to go inside your car to check your oil. So what we're gonna do is go into our infotainment unit to control this, and we're gonna go to car and car systems, then service and checks, and go down to oil level. And there you can see, there's oil level, min max. This car has a 3-liter supercharged engine, and while it did not originally come with this dipstick, you can retrofit one because some OEM vehicles use the same dipstick. Most cars you're gonna find are going to have either a yellow or orange dipstick. The way you're going to check that oil is you're gonna start with a rag. You're then going to pull your dipstick up and clean this off completely. The reason why you're doing this is because as you run your vehicle or drive your vehicle, the oil is going to move around some, and so to get an accurate measurement, you want to make sure you start with a perfectly clean dipstick. Now we're going to insert our dipstick back into our dipstick hole. Now we go all the way down, and you are going to want to make sure you insert it all the way to the end to bottom that thing out. Now if the car tells you to go deeper at this point, you say that's all I got. Then you're going to pull your dipstick back out to read your level. Reading your dipstick is pretty simple once you get the hang of it. What you're looking to do is ensure you get the hash marks of your oil between the high and low mark on your dipstick. Keep in mind when measuring your oil at hot and cold temperatures, the density of the oil is going to be different, so you're going to read different levels of your oil. Reading oil that's dirty is going to be easier as you can't see through it. Fresh oil is going to be clear, which means you're going to see through it, and generally what you're going to use is the reflection of the fluid on the dipstick to determine your oil level. So what oftentimes you'll need to do is move the dipstick around to actually get the reflection from different angles. If you're ever unsure about the measurement of this, your best thing to do is to look at it, clean it off completely, put it back in, and then check it again. And what you're looking for is to compare the way it was before to the way it is now to determine exactly your oil level. If you have a consistent issue with your oil level being low, it means you're either leaking oil or burning oil. Neither of these are going to be ideal circumstances. You should address either one no matter what. If you are burning oil, you will have an acceptable tolerance within VW's spec. It's much higher than what you would think. It's going to be 1 quart every 1,000 miles, or I believe that's what the current spec is. And that's going to be probably a ton. So think about this. If you're doing 5,000 mile intervals, you're going to put 5 quarts of oil in between, which means you're almost doing a full oil change in between oil changes, because you keep putting a new quart in, a new quart in, a new quart in until you get your oil change done. So in that circumstance, probably are going to be pretty unhappy, but that is the acceptable level that they deem to be possible. Turbo engines are something that can potentially burn oil due to a failing turbocharger. So that is a possible option, as well as the Audi engines that did have some problems with the 2-liter longitudinals in the Audi A4s and A5s and Q5s, found in the late 2000s to the early 2010, 2012 range, had some significant oil burning issues where you had to update the pistons to actually get rid of the issue. The key with your oil is going to be that you don't run it too high or too low. If you run it too low, you risk damaging your engine. If you run it way too high, you risk damaging your engine. So don't damage your engine. Running too high is generally only something that I've seen that causes potential damage when someone like a quick lube place drains somebody's transmission instead of their engine, and then they fill up with another 5 quarts into the engine, and then they put roughly 10 or 11 quarts in your engine, and then it's just pouring smoke out of the back because you have a double full engine and a empty transmission. Just make sure to check your oil every 1,000 miles or so you don't blow that shit up. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more like it.